Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. In today's matchup, we should have a fun one on our hands. It's the Saints coming in at 9-5, going up against the Falcons, who come in at 8-6.
First opened back in 1975. There's a look inside the iconic Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the New Orleans Saints. And he'll be brought down here as the penalty flags come in right away, and we may have a face mask here right at the start. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Play clock winding down. And now with a play clock winding down, a whistle and possibly a false start. Now a give. Michael running left. And some space here. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 42 yards. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. They run again with Michael. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Time running out here on the play clock. Now a give. It's Michael. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So that flag will cost 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Five yards to go for the offense. First down and goal from that 5-yard line. It's Christine Michael, and he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Christine Michael with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games, and another good start to this one, out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. First carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
Here we go.
They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a third down. Richards. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Will Lutz on for the point after. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On the carry, Michael. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. And the play clock's running down. And now they'll try the end around. And some room to work. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Play clock winding down. And he's got some speed. And oh, his first carry, he loses the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And now running right through it. A big seam, and he might go all the way. 20, 10, and he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. On the NFL scoreboard, an update from Foxborough. Early on, it's the Vikings in the driver's seat. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. So the D-line's going to spread out. And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Now a handoff looking right. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. Touchdown, Falcons. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness, too, of just getting there and taking off and going? For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And, Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
To the ground, this time with Ingram. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he is knocked down from the side. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. They go play action here on first down. He's going to wind up and air it out. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And that'll bring up 2nd down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down.
Let's go! Here we go!
Coming left is Kamara. Room here to run. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Saints have moved out in front. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And here now come the Falcons. Well, looking back to that first quarter, they struggled, but now here in quarter two, they seem to have some rhythm.
And it really shouldn't be a surprise to us, because when we were in the production meetings, we asked a few of the players about, hey, what if things get a little rocky early? They all said the exact same thing. We're prepared, so we're confident things will work out. And so far, they have started to do so.
Those three words we hear a lot: stay the course. Shift together here from the D-line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
On the run, this is Michael. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. They go to Michael again. Finds a seam inside the 40. Always got some breathing room. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Christian Michael with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Hoping now to get back in the end zone on this 4th possession. Now a play fake here on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Malone. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Play action. Richards under a heavy rush, push, and down he goes. Derek Shelby. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. Looking to throw on second down. Richards. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down.
Let's go!
Looking to throw. Richards. It's complete to Flater. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Take this up just shy of midfield. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
They are in the second quarter down in Miami. The Jaguars extending their lead to a couple of touchdowns now. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's brought down. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. The play fake. Richards. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Let's go!
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, as the first half is winding down, and the Saints have moved out in front. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
First down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Final play of the half. It's Ryan. Looking deep downfield. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. Happy holidays, Larry. Your gift? Take the halftime show off, partner. We've got some football to get to. Around the NFL, we've got a second quarter score. Early on, it's the Vikings in the driver's seat. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Off-play action. Richards. And Thomas has it. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 79 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. This is Zach Line, the fullback. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
Here we go. Ohio. Come on, let's run.
They'll run it with Kamara. Fights loose. And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Saint touchdown. A great play there with his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Time running out here on the play clock. They'll try Michael on the right side. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
On the ground, it's Michael. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
So it'll be first down here after the run. They'll run it here with Michael. And Michael fumbles it. Fumbled the football. The Saints say they have it, and they do. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. Off the play fake. Richards. And he lets it go deep. And this is caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Kobe Fleener, his first touchdown on the year. And the forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Saints. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. They'll run it now out of the gun. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. Now they'll run it on the toss. Stops shy of the 45 despite some powerful running. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let him outside where they can really shred your defense.
He completes it to Julio Jones. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Ryan to Jones, the Falcon connection there for a first. Now they'll run it on the toss. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That was well coached and even better executed, because you saw him looking for the cutback lane, never materialized, and had excellent pursuit to stack that play up.
On second down, here's Ryan. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Elsewhere at Arrowhead there in the third quarter. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. On third down, Ryan. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Back now here live in New Orleans. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. And over the middle, this is Parker. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. That one goes for 24 yards. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that? And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
But Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. That's taken in by the rookie, Josh Malone. And, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back. That goes for a gain of 31. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Play action. Richards. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Malone. And they'll get him to the ground, but he got all the way down to the 30-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. And now a first down following that long gain.
Let's go.
Back to throw. Richards. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Off the play fake. Richards. Looking again for Thomas, this time complete. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall at the 6-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Kamara trying again. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. And Lutz's kick is good. And that will extend the lead out to 24. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the fourth.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
Jakeem Grant now to return. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. So out come the Falcons now. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. From the shotgun, Ryan. Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. 3rd down now.
The man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. On 3rd down, Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get this across the 40 and up to about the 42-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Good solid gain on 1st down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
On 2nd down, Ryan. He's going to let it fly. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turning over 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing. But I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. He's got daylight. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
A fourth quarter score now from Heinz Field in Pittsburgh. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Another victory perhaps in the cards. They're looking as good as anybody as the playoffs draw near. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Let's go! Brand 38! We got 3 Brand.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. And this will likely be the last play and wrap things up.
Let's go! Brand 38!
Throwing on first down. Richards. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
Like the way it sounds, Frody?